All right, let's talk about something that's on every teacher's mind right now, artificial intelligence. But look, forget all the scary headlines about robots taking over. Today, I want you to think about AI in a totally new way. Picture it as your own personal teaching assistant, one who's incredibly smart, super fast, and ready to work for you 24/7. But before we get into the cool stuff it can do, we have to talk about the problem it's here to solve. Let's just be real for a second. The workload for teachers is, well, it's insane. You're juggling massive classes, you've got mountains of grading, endless paperwork, and on top of all that, you're supposed to be creating fresh, engaging lessons every single day. The source material for this explainer puts it perfectly. It is a recipe for burnout. We've all been there, right? Staring at that blank document, just feeling completely overwhelmed. So really, what if you had a new kind of helper? An assistant who never needs a coffee break, never gets tired, and can whip up a first draft of a reading passage, a vocabulary quiz, or even a fun classroom game in literally seconds. I know it sounds like science fiction, but this is the actual practical reality of using AI tools in your classroom today. Now, to really use this assistant well, we kind of need to pop the hood and see how it thinks. Don't worry, this won't be a super technical deep dive, just a quick look at the mechanics, because understanding this little piece will make you so much better at using it. The magic behind tools like ChatGPT and Gemini is something called a large language model, or LLM for short. The simplest way to think about it is this. Imagine an AI that has read a giant chunk of the internet: Wikipedia, books, articles, websites, you name it. Because it's consumed all of that information, it has an incredible grasp of language. It knows what a lesson plan looks like, it knows grammar rules, and it can write in almost any style you can imagine. Okay, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, look at this slide. An LLM is not like Google. It's not searching a database of facts. It's the world's most sophisticated prediction machine. When you type something in, it looks at your words and predicts what the most statistically likely next word should be. And then the next one, and the next one, building sentences one word at a time. This is absolutely critical to remember, and it has huge implications for accuracy, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. So with that little bit of background on how these things work, let's get to the fun part, the tools you can actually use. There are a ton of them out there, but we're going to focus on two of the biggest and best, both of which have amazing free versions you can start using, well, right now. Think of these as two different specialists on your team. On one side, you've got ChatGPT. It's generally seen as the creative one. It's fantastic for brainstorming ideas, writing fun, imaginative stories for your students, that kind of thing. On the other side is Google's Gemini. Its superpower is that it's connected live to the internet, so it's perfect for lessons about current events. Plus, it plugs right into Google Docs, which is a huge bonus. Honestly, I'd suggest keeping a tab open for both. Now, here's a game-changing feature you need to know about: chat memory. Unlike a Google search where every search is brand new, these tools remember the context of your current conversation. So you can ask for a list of vocabulary words and then just say, now turn them into a quiz. It knows what them means. You can say, make that simpler or make it funnier, and it will adjust what it just gave you. It's a real ongoing conversation. Okay, this is huge. With great power comes great responsibility, right? Before you even think about generating a single worksheet, we have to lay down some ground rules. These are the non-negotiables for using AI safely and ethically in your classroom. This is, without a doubt, the most important part of our chat today. It all boils down to these three golden rules. Number 1, you are always the final editor. Number 2, you have to match the AI's output to your student's actual level. And number 3, you must protect your student's data like a hawk. Let's break down exactly what that means. So rule number 1 is all about something called an AI hallucination. Remember how we said AI is a prediction machine? Well, sometimes it predicts the wrong thing. It can completely make up a historical fact, invent a grammar rule, or cite a non-existent source. And the crazy part is, it will present that false information with complete, unwavering confidence. That's why you have to double-check everything. If a worksheet has a mistake on it, the responsibility is on you, not the machine. And this quote? This perfectly illustrates rule number 2. It's a classic example of what some call native speaker bias. See, by default, these AIs write like a college professor. So if you just ask it to write a story about going to the market, you might get this. Try giving that to a 9-year-old English learner. They'll just be totally lost. You have to be the one to tell it, no, write this for a beginner, or only use CEFR A1 vocabulary. You're the director. Rule number 3 is a bright, solid red line: data privacy. These free AI tools get smarter by learning from what people type into them. Because of that, you must never, ever input sensitive student data into a public AI. That means no full names, no ID numbers, no grades, and definitely no notes about behavior. If you need help writing report card comments, use placeholders like "Student A did a great job." It's that simple and it's that important. So when you take these tools and you combine them with these essential rules, something really cool happens. It actually changes your entire workflow. It's a total paradigm shift from how we've always done things, and it's going to save you so much time. Think about it. The old way always started with that dreaded blank page. You were the creator, and you had to do all the heavy lifting of drafting from scratch. The new way? It positions you as the editor and the director. The AI does the grunt work of creating that instant first draft, and your job shifts to using your professional expertise, your human touch, to refine it, adapt it, and make it perfect for your students. And that's really the key takeaway. AI is an incredible tool for saving time on the tedious stuff, like typing and formatting. But it's not, and never will be, a replacement for your judgment as a teacher. You know your students. You know what makes them laugh. You know the little cultural details that make a lesson land perfectly. Your intuition, your empathy, and your unique voice, they have to stay in the driver's seat, always. So there you have it. You've got the basic framework. You know how it works, you have the tools, and most importantly, you have the 3 golden rules to use them safely and effectively. You now have an assistant on your team that never sleeps and is ready to go. So the only question left is the really exciting one. What are you going to ask it to do first?